Good evening, Carol and John shoppers. I don't have to talk very loud now because I have a microphone. I don't get an opportunity to read the first appearance of Deadpool very often, so I'm going to do that again later. Welcome to our Tuesday night of new comic books. They're all going to release tomorrow. We would be happy to grab you whatever you would like to grab, and there is plenty to choose from this week. I'm here as always with Andrea and her purple glory, John Shear. Kyle's behind the camera looking fly, but you'll never know. We don't have any events coming up in the next couple of weeks. We're going to coast a little bit for the next couple. Thank you. Free Comic Day was a success, and we're just going to let that lie. Yay! Yay! We do have a very full week of new comics, as you can tell, because we pulled out the extra table. Yay, extra table! Good job, buddy. So let's do some first appearances, and then we'll get right to it, shall we? If you're joining us for the first time, thank you very much. We are here to show you all the new comics that are going to release the next day. We do this every Tuesday. If you are joining us and did not know, we have a subscription service, and we'd be happy to start you a subscription, even if it's just for one title. Because once we are causing you for one title, we'll recommend a million more, and we'll see you forever. Forever. Andrew doesn't have a microphone, but she just went forever. Here we go. Green Lantern War Journal is the first appearance of the Star Shroud, not to be confused with the Star Wars Shroud in Mace Windu last week. And then Superman number 14 is the first appearance of the Brainiac Queen, first full appearance. I am told they appear in 2 panels. Ooh. Bottom of the table, we do have all of Image together, but they did a few reprints this week. First of all, we have another bout of where did they come from, and what's the furthest place from here. They're 7-inch records. They have 2 tracks on them, and the tracks are mostly punk-oriented, and they go towards the issue of number 2 for what's the furthest place from here. They also reprinted number 2 of The Last Mermaid, and number 2 of Duke, and number 1 of Feral is on its 3rd print, featuring an homage to the remake of Cat People. So it's very apt. Above that, speaking of Feral, a new issue of Feral comes out this week. We're on issue number 3. So that's your cover A. Here's your cover B with a very handsome boy. Is that, wait.
That's
Megan. Megan. Okay.
Oh,
I knew I recognized it. I just didn't know what it was. So Megan homage cover. There's cover C, your all art variant, a 1 per store variant that you are welcome. We did not color in today, even though we really wanted to. And then a 1 in 25 variant too. Very spooky. Above that, you guys should see Kyle leaning over this table. Oh, I gotta switch it. My bad. That's all me. New issue of Cobra Commander wraps up the 5-issue miniseries. It was an excellent ending. Excellent. It goes right into his role as a pure G.I. Joe villain and the pure setup of the conglomeration of evil that will eventually
try and take over the world.
Thank you. That. But it's awesome. Really great. You've been following it. You know it's good. There's cover A right there. This is cover B. This is cover C. We've got a 1 in 25 cover. And then a kind of a reprint. They more like re-edited lore from Ashley Wood. It's an old series about a woman trying to solve her father's death, and it could possibly lead to the world ending, but it's an Ashley Wood staple in the lexicon, I think. Above that, a brand new issue of Void Rivals. They're on number 9, and we're in full-on Transformer crossover mode. This is where the Energon universe started, with Image's takeover of it, and now we have Transformers all day long. So Void Rivals number 9. There's cover A. Here's cover B. Here's cover C. Cover 1 in 25 variant. A very purple. Here we go. A very purple 1 in 50 variant. And then another new image number for the week. But before we get to that, do you know what Transformer that is?
No.
Okay, me neither. Just checking. If anybody knows, I don't know if it's a new Transformer or an old Transformer. Just checking.
That guy.
Gotta know. Blood Squad 7 is a new number 1 from Image. I'll hold up while I talk about it because it was a little surprising how good this book was. They've been doing a lot of let's take 90s and turn it on its head and tell new stories with those laughable characters, and Image had plenty of them. Blood Squad 7 was a real team?
No.
Was a real team in the context of this book, and now in modern day, the government has reestablished the team and brought them into modern conflicts, which is very interesting, accurately modern conflicts, like they're in Ukraine in this one. And a lot of the book focuses not on the team and their inner workings, but the PR people who work for the government trying to sell this team to us as peasants of the United States. So it's a very interesting angle. It's very well told. It's got good language in it, and it's also bloody, like violent. So it's good. It's an adult book, but it's fantastic. Written by Joe Casey, so that's cool. That's our cover A. Here's cover B's, and then we have 1 in 10 variants on the table, which is very cool. Probably the thing we're most excited about this week, Rook came out. We're on issue number 2 for this Jeff Johns Ghost Machine universe. This was one of the most beloved number 1s of the line launch. So we were really jazzed about number 2, and it did not disappoint. We get full-fledged into the story of Direwolf. We get a lot more of the motivation for Rook to continue to have a story. A lot of great giant animal fight action.
Oh, so much animal fight action.
And only more promised, too. So cover A is right there. Cover B is right here. We got the spiffy, shiny 1 in 50 variant of cover B. And then we're on to a couple more image titles. Holy Roller is on issue number 6 of 9. You've got Local Man on number 10. Thank you. And then Sam and Twitch from the Spawn universe on number 3. One more image. We didn't have this on the table a couple weeks ago because of late shipments and then selling out and everything like that. The Energon universe one-shot is all original stories in the Energon universe. It is the exact same thing as the free comic book day issue, but they put it in print so that if you miss free comic book day, you could buy it, which is cool. There is an amazing Megatron story in there, but there's also G.I. Joe and Cobra stories. Right? And Void Rival stories. So it's a really great one-shot if you are just even remotely interested or all in on Energon universe stuff. Then collected stuff from Image. We've got the Volume 1 of Blood Commandment. That's the beginning miniseries all collected. Blood Strike from Rob Liefeld. Volume 1 from Tony Daniel and Edenwood. And then an Eisner-nominated miniseries, Deep Cuts, for Anthology series. So that's all collected there. One last collected one from Image is Haunted Girl. Great artwork. Okay story. Yep. Next to that, we're getting into collected stuff for Marvel. You've got 2 Gang War trade paperbacks, the Luke Cage miniseries, and then Amazing Spider-Man's Gang War tie-in issues, which is technically volume 9 of the ongoing series. And then small reprints from Marvel this week. Ultimate Black Panther number 1 on its 4th printing.
Yes.
And X-Men 97 number 2 on its 2nd printing. Continuing with collected stuff from Marvel, we have the Daredevil Frank Miller companion omnibus that came out last week to make sure it's viewed on the table. A new epic collection from Marvel Avengers, The Evil Reborn. And then X-Force Volume 8 of that ongoing series that just wrapped up. Star Wars gets us 1 issue, number 46 this week. That's cover A. Here's the 1 in 25 variant. And then a big row, our favorite row. I actually put it low on the table, so we got to it first in the video. Blood Hunt number 2. We have loved the response of Blood Hunt. It's on our side back there. Andrew did some awesome graphic work. We love everything that's happened with Blood Hunt. This is a fantastic second issue. If you read the first one and you know how beat down the Avengers got, and you felt kind of bad about it, you'll feel kind of good about this one. That's all I'll say.
Yep.
So yeah, this whole row is Blood Hunt number 2. That's your cover A. Here's your cover B by Peach Momoko. Cover C is that Fang variant. And we got 1 in 10 variant, 1 in 25 variant, and the all art 1 in 100 variant. But more importantly, right above that is Blood Hunt number 2, the Red Band edition, which Andrew and I went through page by page for the Red Band edition and the regular edition, I guess you'd say. And there is a full page in this one that's not in there. There are 2 panels that are completely changed and way crazier and way bloodier. So we are going to be proponents of the Red Band edition for the whole miniseries. That's very true. Next to that, we've got the last issue in the Last Hunt miniseries for the Predator. And then we're on to Ultimate Black Panther. Issue number 4, brand new this week. That's your cover A. Here's your cover B. Here's your cover C. And 1 in 25 variants. Beautiful color. Above that, we've got a whole row of Fall of the House of X. It's number 5. It's the last in the miniseries. We have 2 issues left before the X-Men Krakoa era is over. So get caught up on all of that now. Cover A right there. Cover B with your crazy Nimrod. It's a big Nimrod fight in this issue. Cover C is the Foreshadow variant. Who knew? Wolverine's wild. 1 in 25 variant featuring Storm, 1 in 50 variant featuring the New Mutant Kamala Khan, and then an all-art cover 1 in 100 variant. Next up, we got Immortal Thor number 11. It is a Gods tie-in, so if you haven't seen or know about that Jonathan Hickman miniseries, Gods, it is happening, and Thor is happening with it. There's your cover A's. Cover B is the Marvel Masterpieces variant, and then cover C is the 1 in 50 Marvel Masterpieces variant. We've got Black Widow Hawkeye on issue number 3 of their 5-issue miniseries. There's cover A. A lot of flashbacks in this issue. Cover B is your black costume variant, and then cover C is just plain awesome. Ghost Rider Final Vengeance has the hood really putting the grind on Chicago. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty rad what he's doing to the crime families here. Number 3 cover A is right here, cover B, and then cover C next to it. Symbiote Spider-Man 2099, also on number 3. It's a week of 3s from Marvel. That's your only cover we have on the table. So if you'd like it, let us know. My favorite reprint ever is the first appearance of Deadpool, New Mutants number 98. Speaks for itself with the awesomeness of the Merc with a mouth, and what do you know, he's got a movie coming out. That's the regular cover, and we got spiffy, shiny foil variants to go along with it. Yes. Now we got a whole lot of Spider-Man, people. Go ahead and buckle up with your web shooters. Okay, first Spider series of the week. Spectacular Spider-Man number 3 of 5 is out on the table this week. There's cover A, there's cover B, and there's an homage cover C. Then we've got Superior Spider-Man on issue number 7. That's cover A. And there's your cover B, which I think Kyle loves.
I do.
Oh, wait. I moved him around. Okay, and She-Hulk in the middle of Spider People to give you guys a break. There's cover A for number 8, and there's cover B. More Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man number 50 is a fantastic issue in a lot of ways. A, this happens. B, there's a few page-turning surprises that are delicious. And C, there are 4 backup stories that are all good. All of them. There's a Terry Dodson Black Cat backup story. There's a cute little cartoony one where Spider-Man keeps on confusing the Thing with the Rhino and the Rhino with the Thing. It's adorable. Anything you want to add to this guy?
Oversized, awesome. If you're tired of the Gang War stuff and you just want to see Spidey like fighting Green Goblin, all sorts of stuff, here you go.
Yep. Spidey on Goblin. It really picks up like as if Gang War never happened.
Yeah.
Which is great because that Spidey Goblin story arc that happened 3 issues or 4 or 5 issues ago was phenomenal. So cover A is great. Cover B by Greg Capullo is great. There's cover C, also okay. Cover D is the negative space variant, and then we got a 1 in 25 cover with Sinister Six people on it. Top of the table gets us X-Men 97 issue number 3, which is brand new this week to go along with the reprint of number 2, and we have number 1s in stock, so if you'd like to catch up, great X-Men series, not heady, straightforward, X-Men versus bad guys.
Yeah.
Nothing better to say about it, really. And then the big book at the top of the table is Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider number 1. Kicks off a new ongoing series for Spider-Gwen in the regular Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
I didn't read it. I don't know if you have anything to...
So she is now in the 616 universe. The TVA has got her there. Like, no powers, no nothing. And she's like, I got to help people. She's a spider person. She's got to help people. So it's causing all sorts of problems, especially for everybody within the regular Marvel universe. But first issue, she fights a normal Spidey villain who's like, hey, I got a new spider person I can attack. And does so with vigor. Good first issue.
This is actually the first Spider-Gwen series I'm going to give a shot to because Stephanie Phillips is writing it, and I really like Stephanie Phillips as writer. Cover A's, beautiful. Cover B's right there. Cover C, right there with a very long headphone cord. Cover D's blank cover, and then we've got one spiffy, shiny foil variant with all the pink and gold and purple you could want on a spiffy, shiny foil variant.
Every bit of the spiffy, shiny.
Every bit of it.
Yeah.
And cool shoes. And now I'll pass this along to John Shear to an issue that I'm very jealous he gets to talk about.
I know. It's great because Wonder Woman number 9 came out, and it is a beautiful issue as the bad guys have Wonder Woman in prison, and the first time they had her there, they tried something that didn't work, and now they're trying isolation and finding out that that also doesn't work. It's...
Spoilers.
She's Wonder Woman. He even says it at the beginning that it doesn't work. So that being said, there's also a backup story where both Damien and John turn into corgis, and it's wonderful.
It's so cute.
It's so great. But yeah, that's the backup story.
I skip every backup story.
You should not. This is a wonderful backup story. So yeah, you've got your regular cover there. You've got your cover B. And then your 1 in 25 all art cover for that one there.
Ugh, one of my favorite covers of all time.
It's wonderful. Nightwing, number 114. Tom Taylor's last hurrah on the book. It's part 1 right here, and Dick Grayson might be losing control of Bloodhaven. We'll find out, but lots of bad stuff going on. Flashbacks, flash forwards, everything that you want. Great book.
Well, if he's losing control of it, he should probably be there instead of up on the side of that mountain.
I think that's why he has to get there. He's got to go there to get back control back. But your regular cover there, and then you have your 1 in 25 variant. Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong.
Uh-oh.
Final issue, all-out monster battle. We will see what happens with Kong as we get to our spiffy, shiny foil variant, but it's not perfect, but it's as good as you're going to get in a big, giant, epic miniseries with all these characters involved. And there's a lot of fighting going on, which is pretty great.
I appreciate your honesty on that matter.
No. You got your cover A, you got your cover B, you got your cover C, and your spiffy, shiny foil variant is indeed what happens in the book.
That's a spoiler?
It is.
Are you serious?
It is.
That's cool.
It is. And then you have your 1 in 25 variant for that there.
I wasn't even being sarcastic.
Oh, no. Yeah. All the imps are fighting in World's Finest, number 27. Like, it's all out imp action. And even better, they discover that the greatest hero on Earth is, of course, Jimmy Olsen. So,
well, yeah.
Yes.
Who doubted that?
So, yeah. So, you got your regular cover there, your cover B, and then your 1 in 25 variant for that one there. DC's facsimiles are still going on with Crisis on Infinite Earths, much like Marvel's doing with their Secret Wars. So, this is Crisis number 2. And then my favorite facsimile for the week actually is Military Comics because it's the first appearance of Blackhawk. And I am one of the 5 people in probably all of Ohio who actually think Blackhawk's really cool. So I get his first appearance reprinted there. Green Lantern War Journal, again, first appearance of Star Shroud. And a lot of history on the Dark Stars within this book. Full on, if you want to know what's going on with them in the universe, this book will tell you all of that.
Speaking of 5 fans in Ohio.
Yeah, exactly. Alan Scott's Green Lantern finishes up with its number 6. Superman is the house number 14, House of Brainiac Part 4. It is the fight between Superman and Lobo, and it's the first appearance of the Brainiac Queen. Lots of stuff going on in this book. It's ramping up towards the end of that. You got your cover A, your cover B, and then your 1 in 10 that we've marked at cover price because we have a bunch of them and we're running low on the regular covers. Superman Son of Kal-El, Battle for Gamora, we got the whole collection there. That's volume 3. But then next to it, more comics because Catwoman's on issue 65 and it is 9 Lives Part 7. She is going through all her lives. She's on her 7th life here. You got your regular cover, your cover B, and then your 1 in 25. Very nice cover there. Constantine, Hellblazer, Dead in America's on issue number 5. And then we get more collections because we get Batman the Black Mirror in a deluxe edition.
Easily the best $50 you can spend this week. Easily.
It's beautiful. It's great. It's wonderful. It's an amazing story.
It's 2 amazing stories.
Yeah. It's fantastic in every way. Everything you want. Wonderful artwork. Jock did some amazing artwork. Frank Avila did some amazing artwork. Snyder wrote a perfect Batman story. It's great. Mark Waid's World's Finest Teen Titans gets a hardcover release. DC Pride, Love and Justice also gets a hardcover release, so all those big $9.99 books get collected in a nice thing. We'll go to this real quick. Hellboy's Artist Collection, all the Richard Corbin stuff for $50. I didn't realize Corbin had done that much Hellboy. That is a lot of Hellboy, and it's beautiful. But final DC book is Batman the First Night. It is the perfect noir Batman book for adults. It's the final issue, issue number 3. It is great and cannot wait to sell you all the issues or the collection when it comes out. Yeah, you got your cover A, you got your super duper creepy cover B, and then your noir cover C. And then we move on to the small press because, hey, Bloodshot. Bloodshot Unleashed is on issue number 3.
I wasn't laughing at that. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
I'm laughing at Faust. Go to Faust.
Go to Faust.
So we got this Faust paperback. We got a hardcover a couple months ago, and we didn't like that because it's weird and gross, and it has to do with all kinds of demons and body parts that no one really wants to talk about, and situations no one wants to talk about. And we thought it was super funny that we ordered the paperback because no one pre-ordered it, and it's just something we didn't normally have in the store. And I did not until just now realize that even though it's paperback, they still put it in shrink wrap.
Oh, well,
I didn't realize that.
You absolutely have to.
I get it.
Yes.
I get it.
Yeah, for everybody who grew up in the 90s going, oh, Faust.
No,
Like,
no one's doing that.
Oh, there's a few. There's a few.
You guys don't need to come in. That's fine.
We'll come in and buy that.
Yes.
And then leave.
But next to it, we got the Six Gun Omnibus Volume
Woo!
2.
I'm a fan of Six.
Oh, yeah. It's great. Rick and Morty's Kingdom Balls is on issue number 2. And then Dudley Dotson and the Forever Machine is also on issue number 2.
It's a wonderful miniseries.
It is a wonderful miniseries by Scott Snyder, who, as we just said, did an amazing miniseries with Black Mirror. So now you can get his Dark Horse miniseries with Dudley Dotson. And then next to that, new number 1, The Butcher Boy, which I did not read.
I read it. It's, let's hold it up. 6 friends go on a road trip to a supposedly haunted, yeah, I gotta get my
Oh, yeah.
haunted ghost town. And the legend is there was a cannibal that went on a serial killing spree in the town. And is it really haunted?
Maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe
it's
not.
It's really weird and gross.
It's haunted by the arguments of these friends
That's
that hate each other. They just fight the whole time. It's realistic, though.
Yeah. And then we got Conan. We got your regular cover there. It's on issue 11. And then your cover B is the all art variant. Man's Best is on issue number 3. This is turning out to be a wonderful little book. And then Something is Killing Children on issue number 37. If you had asked James Tinian if it was still going to be good when he was on issue like number 5, he'd probably be like, I didn't even figure I'd make it to issue 37, but it's still good. And on issue number 37.
And they're on a story arc where they're proclaiming to try and get new readership, which is awesome because it's easy to catch up on the book. And from issue 36 through 40, each issue is standalone. So you can pick up this book, say like, that looks cool. What's up with that? Read the issue, completely understand what's going on, but want to know more. So this issue is no different.
So you got your regular cover A. You got your one, which one's this one?
FOC reveal variant.
Oh, the FOC reveal variant.
I should have just written
And then the one per store variant.
retail variant. Below that, we've got a new Chilling Adventures from the Archie Horrorverse. This is Judgment Day, so they're doing a 3-issue miniseries on this one. And while the story is a little disconnected, it's a little hard to tell like where this situation started. It is a pure Judgment Day of the Archie universe. Archie's standing there covered in blood. The horror has begun, and that's where we pick up. So like everybody in Riverdale is either possessed, about to be possessed, or being eaten by a demon, and Archie's doing what he can about it. I'm not going to call it the best Chilling Adventure story in the whole world from issue 1, but the art is freaking fantastic. Like, all the possessions, all the things that Archie has to do demonically to, like, compete with what's going on are awesomely portrayed. Awesomely portrayed. So it's a good place to start with the Archie Horrorverse, but there are better stories out there as far as that goes for the next couple of years. This is cover B. This is cover C. It's amazing Jay Lee cover. Cover D. And then we're into Power Rangers. We got issue 120. This is cover A. And then we got a zombie cover by Bjorn Behrens, which is rad. But this is a big one for us this week. White Boat. Let's all stand together. White Boat's awesome. We've liked White Boat for a while because we got an early PDF of it. So Distillery Media has put out nothing but good material. And now White Boat is one written by Scott Snyder. And it is about a guy who has studied boats. He's lived on boats. He has kind of a sordid past with his family and some mysterious deaths. But he gets the opportunity to visit a yacht that is like mythic in the boating community, like the White Boat. Like, pulled into harbor and no one ever gets to get on it, and then it goes away, and he's on there, and it's like it's massive and mysterious and bigger on the inside, and it has been like made better by history. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like anything the word mystery can describe is encompassed by this boat. It's amazing. And like the way that he like has to traverse these corridors, they really, really take you through it. And I was all about this reading it on a computer screen. I was so happy to hold it in my hand and read it.
And Francavilla artwork too.
Yep.
The whole thing is
That is
Francavilla
a
artwork.
cool creative team.
Yeah, really.
So if you like that, like this is one you should grab.
And one of the creative teams in Batman Black Mirror.
Yes.
So yeah, White Boat, absolutely one of those that is going to get a sign from us. We're going to be recommending it. We're going to point at it. If you're looking for something to read this week, definitely give it a shot. It's again a 3-issue miniseries from Distillery. There's cover A. There's cover B. Cover C, fantastic. Cover D is the 1 in 10 variant. And then we have 1 in 25 cover. But what's pretty fun is Andrea took it upon herself to engage with Distillery in a social media campaign where we hung up a poster and we did a couple posts that were kind of easy to do on our social media because we like their stuff so much. And they sent us an exclusive variant. So technically 1 per store. I don't think every store got one because you had to participate in this thing. It's $60, but I couldn't find any post about it. Kyle had to dig through Google like 2 or 3 pages to find something that referenced it. So rare.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Unclothed.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they do call it the unclothed. Spring forward undressed.
Undressed.
Variant. So we're going to stop saying virgin, start saying undressed. Thundercats is on issue number 4. There's your cover A. And then we have a 1 in 30 variant. 1 in 30. Elvira H.P. Lovecraft is on issue number 4. There's your cover A with a bunch of cats. And then cover B.
And Lovecraft, actually.
Yeah, there he is. James Bond 007 on issue number 5 of the current miniseries. Still got previews. And then all ages stuff gets us My Little Pony, Set Your Sail, issue number 2. TMNT Saturday Morning Adventures on issue number 13. A new Kyle Starks YA graphic novel called Karate Prom, which is probably the best title of the week, easily. We've got Amber Brown is Not a Crayon, Barkham Asylum from DC, which was a free comic book day book, new volumes of Zatanna the Ripper and Batman Wayne Family Adventures, and Vixen New York City. Boom. Big table. Anything
Big
else?
table. Terry Liebenson stopped in. She signed a bunch of her books. All the ones that we had in stock, she signed them all.
Oh,
So,
sweet.
Yeah.
Gotta love when that happens.
yeah, her and her husband are awesome.
So yeah, we'll let you go because it's a big table and a big evening. But as you can see, like I mentioned before, we pulled out the extra table. So we'd appreciate everybody claiming a whole bunch of stuff so we don't have to have the extra table anymore because it looks weird. Thank you for your attention tonight. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, and we'll see you for your comics on Wednesday.